Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to the shed. I am Lonnie.
Hey, I'm Candace. Welcome back. Well, today we're going to do things a little differently. I am not going to help Lonnie pull orders.
She said no.
I said no. I'm done for today.
No, today is going to be, I wanted to shoot a packing video today. Haven't done one of those lately. And I think we had a pretty good roster of orders that are going out today. That'll be fun to pack and share with you guys. So we were talking about it, and that's one of our strategies for the new year's. We want to show a little more packing.
Yeah, and, a little more hands-on stuff. And I do give you my permission to do that if you promise me one thing.
What's that?
Be extra careful and double check things.
Okay, I will.
The sticker orders you're going to be pulling. Double check those numbers.
Okay. All right, no problem.
Got this.
Okay. All right, y'all. We're going to go ahead and we're not going to pull orders today. We're going to pack, and I'll talk about the orders as we pack them. So let's go ahead and get started. Okay, first order are these racing stickers, and I'm going to use this Gemini comic mailer because it's very easy. And let's go put them in here just like this, along with a sticker and a thank you note. I'm just careful that the perforations I'm folding on don't bend the stickers. And I think I've shipped pretty much all of the racing stickers with this method. Yeah. With zero complaints whatsoever. Matter of fact, I bet most people are pleasantly surprised how well these are packed for shipping. Okay, that's order one down. Okay, I guess y'all are going to find out that I use these a lot. Gemini comic mailers. So we have another order that's going to use it. This is close. This is about the widest I would want to use with this before I would move up to something else. The length is fine, but this particular book, you can see it's not that wide. Just want to make real sure that you don't damage the book when you fold this. But once you do fold, it's good. Another one done. Okay, this was our big sale of the day, I think, yesterday. These really cool Pioneer headphones. They were stored in the bubble wrap, so I don't have to do that part. We actually only paid, I'm gonna use a 12-12-12 box from Grainger that we are gonna resize. We actually paid $2 for those. So just a smoking deal, and got $150. That's an extraordinarily good flip. We don't typically buy things for $2 and sell them for $150. Usually it's more along the lines of buy for 5, sell for 30, buy for 1, sell for 20, buy for 3, sell for 50 if it's a good thing, you know, like that kind of. But 2 into 150 is still extraordinary. It happens though. It's not that rare, but it doesn't happen much. Okay, so I'm using a box this big because I'm going to overpack. If something goes wrong with this sale, it won't be because I didn't pack it well enough. Okay, I'll put it right there. I also think a lot of the packing I do is not just to make sure the item gets there undamaged. I would say a lot of the packaging we do is, it's really for perception. It's really for customer perception that you took great care. Because I'll tell you what, when I buy something online and it comes poorly packaged, I examine that thing way closer, looking for any problems whatsoever. I look much closer if it's poorly packaged than I do if it's packaged well. And even if the thing that someone sent me, even if the thing that someone sent me was packaged poorly and it got here perfect condition, worked perfect, everything, I would still have kind of a bad taste in my mouth from the experience, just knowing that they didn't care. So that is one thing I try to do a lot of times when I pack, especially on something like this where we're just making, you know, such a nice return, as I want the customer to see the packaging and to think, oh wow, they really cared that I got this in one piece. And I think that comes through a lot. So a lot of this packing that I do, I think it's just as much for that aspect as it is to actually protect the stuff. Because I think I could pack this probably half as well and it would still get there fine. Plus, on something really great condition vintage like this, it would be a shame if it got damaged after all these years. Okay, that one's done. Okay, next up, this is going to be a really simple pack. As a matter of fact, I've already printed the label and stuck it to the front of this envelope. We're just shipping these little Topperdon Go-Go boots, I guess, or just white boots. Not sure what they're called. I'm not looking at the screen. These sold for $10. And on something like that, sometimes I use a box, depending on how fragile and how valuable they are a lot of times. But this time I'm just going to use the bubble mailer and one sheet of bubble wrap, and I'll just make like a little burrito type thing here. However you can do it. It ends up being just a mass of bubble that is really very protective. And I already put the label on because a lot of times having that kind of weird shaped envelope, it's a little trickier to stick your label on it smoothly. So I just put the label on first, and that's a wrap. That's done. Okay, on this order we have a little metal, it's like a little metal like Roman type soldier or something, vintage, I think Ral Partha. And then we have a whole bag of these Ultraman figs, like they're called Bone something. Y'all can see it on the screen, and it has the packaging here. Pretty rare stuff, I think. But anyways, we're going to use a 12-10-4 box, which is one of the, there's a few boxes that I just have to have now. 12-10-4, 12-10-4, 12-12-12, 8-6-4, 6-4-4, 10-8-6. Those are my favorite boxes right now. That changes from time to time. But yeah, that, if I had to, it makes it really simple too, because I'm not listing, now that we use pretty much all Ground Advantage, I don't have a long list of priority boxes to tell y'all. I can sum it up just like that. It makes it a lot easier. And most of the time when I'm packing, it involves bed of paper, maybe cushion the item a little bit, and then paper topper. And that really is how I pack most things. Okay, this little guy, I'm gonna go ahead and give him a ride in here. Customer will get bubble mailer that I won't even seal. That way that little guy doesn't even get lost in there. And again, presentation showing some amount of care without being like super expensive. There we go. Now I like to put the thank you card and the sticker. Usually I want them to see that pretty much first thing when they open the box. It's kind of how I plan it anyway. It may not always work out like that. But yeah, I haven't thought about that recently. 12, 12, 12. 12, 12, 12, 12, 10, 4, 10, 8, 6, 6, 4, 4, 8, 6, 4. And then vinyl mailers, well, there's always, and more. Vinyl mailers and Gemini comic mailers. This one's done. Okay, now we have a couple of cookbooks here. IBEW, that's Electrical Workers Union cookbook, and What's Cooking at Mars Hill, whatever Mars Hill is, not sure. Anyway, we sold these two cookbooks for about $20, and I'm going to use that 1086 I was just talking about. And I like this size. I like keeping this size box because this opening, it's bigger than the 864 and it's smaller than the 1210-4. I think I have a good like range. So in a medium sized book like this, I can use this. And the reason I'm not shipping some less secure method, y'all see these plastic combs. In the photos, they're in perfect condition, and so they need to arrive in perfect condition to our customer. So this box is a little tall, so I'm going to do a quick little resize on it. Because now that I'm using a box, I don't really need a ton of padding in here. Just a little. Probably just paper it. Probably just bag it and paper it. That'll be good. Okay. Sometimes I'll wrap it in bubble wrap, whatever. It's just however. Once you're using a box for books, as long as they're not moving around in the box, really you're good. Okay. There's one piece of paper. See if I think that'll suffice. I think it will. And then I can fold it all up. Well, let me see how it sounds. Yeah, it's fine. A little bit of movement, but with books, not really a big deal. Let's get this sucker taped up. Y'all see how versatile the 1086 box is, especially if you're willing to do a little bit of resizing. I love it. Okay, this one is a Teenage Mutant Ninja order sale, and one of them is Michelangelo here. It's a HeroClix thing, and I don't like how he moves around a lot in this little plastic thing. I'm a little worried he could get broken, so what I'm going to do this. I'm going to get like a real small little piece of just a little piece of bubble wrap here. Oh, these scissors are horrible. Well, bubble wrap's kind of a pain to cut too, but ugh. All right, that might even be too much, so I don't want to overstuff it, but I just don't want him banging around in that plastic the whole way to his destination. There we go. That's better. Now it's not moving around. Okay, and I think we're going to do I think a 10/8 box will be good for this. So let's go ahead and make that up. Do our standard bed of paper and a little bubble. That's good, and then just a little more paper. And then thank you card sticker. And one of the reasons I did that with the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle with the bubble, actually one of the ones we took out of brand new packaging, we found a broken part in one of them. So I didn't want that to happen to this one, especially since it was the most valuable one in there at $25. This one's done. Okay, last order we're packing has it's a sticker order. And look at the size of this NHRA sticker. 17-inch. Not even sure what they paid for just that sticker, because it's a nice order. We've got what, 3 things on there for like 40 bucks. Okay, that sticker's only $10. That seems like a good deal. And then we have these 2 lots of stickers that are 15 each. All this is going together. This is a little bit of a challenge. Can't fold this. Don't want to fold this. Customer doesn't want me to fold this either, I promise you. So I went and got this kind of a scrap box here, and we're going to use this. It's going to be pretty, it's going to be fairly simple. I'll go ahead and cut these flaps off. And this is a good candidate for this because it's also double wall, which means that these stickers are not going to get bent up. Okay, that, trim this guy. Okay. All right, now let's do a little planning here. I do need to protect this somehow. What am I going to do? What am I going to do? I guess I could bag it. Let's see. What kind of bag with it? Let's fit one of my normal bags. Let's see. Yeah, it does actually. You can kind of go in an angle here. And yeah, look at that. Fits in there perfectly. Okay, we'll do that. And these other ones we will do similar fashion. This actually is a pretty simple pack. Oh, I forgot to write a pretty simple pack. Just takes a minute. And again, look, these are like, this isn't like a huge dollar amount order or anything, but these are high. This is a high margin sale. And yeah, these will go relatively flat. It's a high margin sale, so I don't want to screw this up. I'll go ahead. This is cool because you see the lines here. I can just do that. Let me move this for now. Okay, there we go. And I don't think I'm going to be worried about weight here. So I'll just go ahead and come out here and I'll do this. Okay. And let me trim this guy. Make it a little prettier. All right, get off of there. Constantly, those of y'all that pack a pretty good bit of stuff, I constantly have dull knives. Dull box knives. Okay. That, oh. Do need a thank you card. And let's see, what's her name? Jeff. And I do like including a personalized thank you. I think it definitely adds a little something that you put somebody's name. It's also potentially just a little weird, because it might be a little too personal for some, just somebody that just bought something from you. It's not like you have a relationship or something and now you're using their name. But I think it's a risk worth taking. I don't think it's a risk, really. Nobody's going to leave. I don't think anybody's going to leave negative feedback because you use their first name. But I do acknowledge that it's a little out of the ordinary. Which is another reason to do it. Because a lot of people will be like, oh, nobody ever does that. And I think it's a fact that most people, or a lot of people, consider their name to be the best word period. People like hearing their name and seeing their name written. I know I do sometimes, right? Like if somebody, would you prefer to be, hey you, thank you? Or would you prefer to be, or would I prefer, Lonnie, thank you very much? I prefer the latter. Okay. But maybe it might also come off weird. I don't know. I'm not sure. Sometimes I try and project the way I feel about something onto the customer, and that doesn't always work out. Okay. There we go. That's a wrap on that one. Okay, that is everything packed up and ready to roll on a light to medium shipping day. But yeah, that was fun. I enjoyed packing that stuff. Nothing too hard. We had this was kind of a weird pack here, so that was good. And I think we're going to be doing these packing videos a little more often than we have in the past. We get a lot of good feedback on them. People seem to enjoy them. Maybe pick up a tip or two. Maybe give me a tip or two. I think I'm a pretty good packer, but I definitely don't know everything. So yeah, you got anything else for us, Candace?
No, we're always open to suggestions. We love to hear people's ideas.
Absolutely, because I think the videos can be valuable, but I think also the comments below the videos can sometimes even have more value, because a lot of people chime in. There's a lot of people with more experience than us that don't make YouTube videos, but they've been doing it longer or just doing it better in some, in some aspects. So thanks a bunch for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and we will see y'all again very soon. Bye, y'all.
Bye.